Check one, two, two. Check one, check one, check one, check one, check one, check one. What's up, peeps? Oh, you ready to get scared? I am. Yo, I gotta check the. Yeah. Alright. It's time. This is it. The Painter. The Painther? The Painther. Kind of a weird name. You can check about what this game is about in the description. Give you a little tidbit. Look what I got. Olipop, not sponsored. How is that? That cream soda. Freaking good. So good. Probiotics makes you poop. So, today, this game, we played a Dobric game last Thursday. Wanted to play another one. Because honestly, the last one, I wasn't thrilled about, but it was fun to play. Except for the part where I totally failed. This game is going to be like that one in the sense that it's a similar time frame. So it's about 20. It's supposed to be about 20 minutes long. So we might try to stretch that out a little bit. Just try to explore what we can of the game. But since it's such a short game, again, I decided instead of ending the stream, I'm going to be tier listing games that I've played. From what I think is the best to the least best. So, all games that I personally like, but I have some grievances about some. And so we're going to be doing that. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be factual. If my camera gets in the way for some reason, I'll move it. So this is actually one of Dobric's earlier games. He's got a whole list of. You can just check out his website. Link in the description if you want to support Dobric, what he does. Free games. You can either pay whatever you feel like the game's worth, or you can download it for free. So pretty awesome for pretty high quality indie games. Oh, financially I'm doing pretty bad, and the universe or something decided to help me. Ooh. Friend of mine who deals in buying and selling stuff told me he came across a painting and he has a buyer for it. I feel like I have to read this really fast. That is a creepy photo. Who is that? Holy moly. Here, hold on. Sorry guys, I gotta move this for y'all because that is freaking creepy. Friend gave me the location and all I have to do is take it. We'll split the money and be set for life. Okay, whatever. So apparently we're stealing a painting. Oh, there's no there we go. Okay. Apparently we're stealing a painting. Yeah. I was looking at the comments on this game, on Dobric's website or whatever, and apparently people were having this issue where they couldn't hear any sound. And Dobric said basically just turn the volume meter all the way up and then you can hear sound. But look how pretty this is. Does this look like a PS1 game? Okay. Everything working right? Volume good? Yeah, okay. Gotta check these things because I'm paranoid. Alright. Wait, where am I going? Goodbye, Marshall National Park. Where am I going? This way? Yo, what's up, Ivan? What's up? Yeah, I got a new haircut. Dude, check me out. I'm hot. Alright. My wife cuts my hair. She's really good at it. Gotta go under the street. So today we're stealing a painting. Posao. Whoa. One of the old posters saying, job for you. Job for me. Job for you. Job for me. Everybody gets a job. I'm always worried that if I get scared, I'm gonna like jerk my arm and knock my drink off the desk. Yo, who's this funny looking guy right there? East New Sasquatchan Territories. Ooh. Is this a Sasquatch war game? Seems empty. Yeah, what's this? Can I... Oh. The campers left a note saying they went for a walk. It looks old. They went for a walk, folks. I shouldn't be here. You think we should we take a little gander? Just want to see what's in here, yo. What are these books? Everybody's got the same book? No, different book. Okay. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Am I supposed to go back this way? Why am I still crouching? Can I sprint while I crouch? No, okay. That was trippy, yo. This is the wrong way. Okay, this is wrong way. So, show grace to the developer. I think he's Russian, which I mean, with a name like Dobric, he probably is. So some of his English is not going to be the best. Oh, I see. A trail here, clear as day. So we're looking for a house that leads to our painting. What happened here? It looks like someone taking a smoke break. Pack of cigarettes, not empty. Orwell, smoking kills. Blah, blah, blah. And as always, folks, listen. Listen. I got a newborn, all right? At any point, that newborn could go crazy. And I gotta throw up the old baby time intermission caring for newborn. Okay? If that happens, you know why. If it's not obvious. Okay? Okay, capiche? Which she's crying right now, so we're gonna see how this works. Propaganda poster, work guarantees roof over your head. Can I? Okay, I can't go under that either. All right. Really pretty. I love this art style. The pixelation, the just everything. This is the wrong path. Am I supposed to go this way? Oh. Oh. Equal rights for all. Is this like a, is there gonna be like a dystopian, you know what I'm saying? Like a dystopian bend to this game or something? That'd actually be pretty rad. There's the house. There it is. It's broken enough already. So, a house in the middle of nowhere. Oh, house was confiscated by the government a few months ago. Wow. I'll be honest, though, these pictures, the dev did a banging job. Like, even the seal here, that's really cool. That's really freaking cool. The painting is on the second floor. He said he did, on his website for the game. Excuse me, for the game. Ooh. Ooh, I got a weapon. He said, all these assets made by him. Everything, which is really, really dope. The heck? What's this? Owner, Painther, was kicked out of some artist association due to political controversy. Interesting. What's this star? So this is a political painter, dude. It's locked. Can I? It's locked. Okay. So I have to find a key. Duh. Or I can find a back way. Hello? Nothing in there? Door to the basement, no thanks. What's wrong with the basement, huh? Huh? Because games like this build stereotypes about basements that are actually really cool. Whoa. Artist for sure. What's this? Concept or design of some machine. I don't know. It looks like my toddler drew it. All right, here we go. Heisenberry. See, if I could read Russian, that'd be very helpful, actually. If I could read a lot of these things. So... I'm looking for a key, I guess? I don't know. Because it won't let me into the door, right? Yeah, because it's locked. So then why'd I need the axe for? What the? Won't let me in there. Oh. There's a key right there. Yeah. What's up, my dude? Yeah, hide and seek. I think we'll have 4 people. 2 on 2. So that'll be awesome. Yeah. So we'll have 4 then. Or maybe 5. 4 or 5. We might have 5, actually. Might have 5. Boom. That's creepy. Why is it pitch black? Nah, bro. Some kind of cult mess. This isn't politics. It's some kind of cult mess. He didn't pay his bank debt and bank wasn't happy about it. Pack of cigarettes called Orwell. Pack of cigarettes. Yeah, it's gonna be sick, dude. Is this his paintings? What the heck? Whoa. What happened to this dude? Ooh, I feel the... This is creepy. The clock is broken. It hasn't moved in a long time. How do you know that, punk? Sorry, I'm just insulting myself. I swear, I am not ready for whatever this game has to offer because... Is that him? Is that the artist? The painter himself. Nice portrait. Oh, so this is the artist. He looks very handsome. Very nice. What is this? Needle. What the heck? Well, there's a picture over here with a needle scribbled out. So is this a thing about the cookie shop? Old calendar last marked day is January 13th, a few years ago. Oh, God. What is this, bro? Okay, that's actually kind of pretty, but it's unfinished. Why didn't he finish it? And why did everything get so quiet? Oh, God, Gordon, what happened? What? Oh, jeez. Why is it so quiet? Dude, my hands are starting to sweat. I don't like this, bro. Wait, so was his name Gordon? Bix Bob. Some combination. Okay, we got to remember this, chat. Down, up, up. Down, up, up. Oh. In order to open that, maybe it's... Is it this? Down, up, up? No, that's not. That can't be it. Then what in the world would... What? Oh, look, there's 2 switches. Okay, hold up. Down. Up. Up. That is literally nothing. Okay. I must not be seeing the full picture here. It is dead quiet, dude. I don't know why it got so freaking quiet. There's only 2 of those switches, right? Oh, owner standing in front of the house. It looked nice back then, a few years ago, July 3rd, 1968. Yeah, I think there's only 2 switches, but I don't understand. Down, up, up. What am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to be clicking on these like this? No. Some combination. Yeah. I don't get it. Okay. Down. Down. Up. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like this is absolutely useless. Up. Nothing. I'm missing something. I'm missing a key. I'm missing something important. Something Bix Bob. Maybe that has something to do with it. Missing something essential. Something essential. Something essential. Down, up, up. I can't go right now. Painting is upstairs. Yes, I know the painting, but what? What? It's got to be. It has to do something with these, right? Down. Maybe I just did it in the wrong order. Oh, see, that's. Did that do something? If someone knows, please let me know in the chat, because I am lost. This guy, Jorlin. Get 100s in the chat for Jorlin. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Okay. I'm missing something. It's got to be these, right? Down. I don't understand. Down. Up. I'm losing it. I might have to look this up. I hate it when I have to look up stuff because I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on, chat. This is important. This is so important. I gotta be a freaking detective because I don't know what is happening. Dude. I feel like this happens every single game. One of these indie games I play, I like get stuck on something. Oh my gosh, it's right here. I thought it was a coat rack. Here's me flipping the light switches. There's a huge freaking thing right here. I am an idiot. Certified. All right. Where's this painting? A list of paintings and their buyers. Nothing important. That's great. I'm supposed to crawl under this mess. I swear if it falls on top of me. All right. It's locked. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Painter fishing? Question mark? What the heck am I supposed to... Am I supposed to find another key? Ugh. All right. I'll find another key if it makes him happy. Key. Where? Key must be somewhere in the house. Right. I figured as much. Shelf. Maybe in here somewhere? Not in there. On top of here. Hopefully I'm not blind and miss it this time, because that would be a tragedy. Oh, another needle. I didn't see that needle last time, did I? I don't think I did. No. Key must be somewhere in the house. Where in the heck would a key be in this forsaken house? Boom. Dude. Eyes of a hawk. Eyes of a hawk. A hawk. What the heck is happening? That scared the crap out of me. I think I peed. Where am I? Where's my axe? Oh, is my axe up there? Oh, I don't like this. I had a flashlight this whole time. I didn't know I had a flashlight. Oh gosh, that is jerky. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Some plan seems that he was looking for something down here. Was he tunneling to hell? Goodness. All right. I swear, if something chases me, I'm gonna lose it. Someone took my axe. I'm not alone down here. Someone took my axe? How long did you... No way you passed out, dude. What the heck is this kind of contraption? What? Do I have to... Oh, I need a cog. Okay. Oh, jeez, that's creepy. Listen, I tell y'all, I don't do well with games like these. You know when your toes curl, your hands get sweaty. Dude, face danger head on. What is this place? What is this place? Cave system? It's definitely a cave system. What's this? Missing poster from a few months ago. Missing poster? You mean a missing person? Right? Am I crazy? Seven. What does that have to do with anything? Number 7. What the? An unfinished painting. The sketch looks fresh, drawn recently. Sick, twisted stuff. Oh no. Oh no. He gonna lock me up. I'm gonna get painted. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what is that? What the heck is that? Oh, shoot. Oh gosh. What am I supposed to? What am I supposed to? I don't know what to do. What the heck? What the heck was that? There wasn't even a there wasn't even a sound effect to go along with it. Oh, shoot. Oh crap. Okay. I think I'm supposed to juke him. I got scared twice in a row, folks. All right, I'm gonna juke this guy, okay? He about to get juked hard, yo. Yeah, get juked, sucker. What am I supposed to do though? 1. Oh gosh, oh shoot. What? Do I really have to run around this thing with this guy chasing me the whole time? So we know it's 1, 7, 3. Okay. Or 7, 7, 3, 1. How the heck am I going to do this with him chasing me? Okay. We're going to lead him back out here. I wish I could. I can't do anything with him right there, though. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. We're on a roll, folks. We are on a roll. Dude, I can't believe I got scared twice in a row. I don't think that's ever happened to me before playing a game. I'm literally gonna have to do circles like this. My hands are sweating so hard. And it's not even that scary. It's just the surprise factor of this pixelated man coming after my giblets. I'm just like, what the heck, dude? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Dude, you are a nuisance to existence. But see, I don't know the order. So it could be 7-3-1. It could be 7. Did that do it? That didn't do anything, did it? Oh, jeez. It could be 3-7-1. It could be 1-7-3. I don't know. Is there anything around here that would tell me? You know what I mean? So that's 7. 7. Where's he at? There he is. Come on, little dude. Can I like trap you in here or something? That'd be really great. Okay, let's try 7. There you are. We're going to take him around town. And then we're going to do, we'll do 3 there. We'll do 3-7-1. It is so quiet. The game is so quiet. It's not even like an eerie quiet would be like a quiet where you hear cave drops in the distance. This quiet is a quiet like there's no sound in the game. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, jeez. Which is a little... Okay, so it's not 3-7-1. It's not 7-3-1. Maybe it's 1-7-3? Jeez, he's so quick, too. I wish I just had an axe so I could bash him upside the head with it. This is not the funnest part of the game. I will tell you that. I felt like it had such a good... Oh, I think I meant to set that to 1, 2, 3. Oh, goodness. Oh, jeez. I meant to set that to 1, and I failed. Doop. Okay, now I literally just have to set the other one to 1 and see if that works. Bro, he was right behind me. No, sir. All right, I'm going to pull out one of these actions again. What have I done so far? I've done 7-3-1. I've done 3-7-1. And now I'm trying 1-7-3. Jeez, why are you so fast? 1-7-3. Literally nothing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it must be 1-3-7. It's got to be 1-3-7 then. I think that's the only one that I haven't done yet. All right. This feels more like a chore than it does. Okay. All right. 1-3-7. Gosh, you're such a nuisance. You're such a nuisance, you turd. I'm a tier list you in my games list. Oh jeez. Oh crap. Oh. This is why I can't do this, yo. I just changed the wrong one. I'm gonna die, dude. I'm so done with this. If I die, all right, hold up. I can't do this. Looking up the code. Someone's got to know the code. Who knows the code? I ain't doing this mess. I'm probably right. I'm probably right. Like it's like, oh gosh, that's so loud. I'm sorry. that it's 173 or something, because I'm losing it, yo. Uh, um, hold on, guys. I'm gonna see what this. I gotta find the code because I'm so done with it. I'm so done with it, dude. Hey, this is what makes indie games special, okay? Okay, this person literally didn't even get to the end. Are you kidding me? Um, honestly, this section though is very difficult. Okay, it is. It's literally okay. I was right. It is 137. Okay, sorry guys. Now I should be able to do it relatively quickly. Now that we know the code, okay. That last one did scare me pretty good though. All right, run, 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 run. 1, 1, 2, 3. All right, and then we literally just have to do like 2 circles, and the door will be open, and this monster of a painter will be gone. He doesn't even have like a face. And I am sorry that the game is so quiet, guys. Uh it's literally just that's the game. It's so quiet. There's like no audio in this section of the game for some reason. Like you can faintly hear it when when the monster kills me. But other than that, it's like, bro, it's whoa. Okay. Well, it's the only way out. What is this? Like oh jeez. This is gonna be like a ending 2 out of 2 freedom escape. Okay, so there's different endings. Okay, well that's the game, guys. Oh my goodness. Wow. Lots of listen. In Dobric's defense, this was like I think this was one of his first games. So honestly, for like one of your first games, it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's just some of the mechanics are really, really bad. Like honestly, the build up, what he had, like that first 10-minute section where you're walking through the woods, you're looking at all this propaganda and stuff, and then you get to the house and you're in the house. It's very atmospheric. And then you get to below and you're expecting like this really extended, long, scary sequence with a good amount of jump scares, and you get basically you get a burnt piece of bacon chasing you in a circle for like 10 minutes while you're having to frustratingly trying to figure out a code, even though the game seems to give you no indication of what the code is. You just have to try the 3 numbers in different ways and hope that you get it. So it's like it's not bad. I wouldn't call it a bad game. I just say it's not great. I'm hoping though that the next game that I play of his, which is Detective, which I won't be playing that next week. We're going to take a break from Dobric. Sorry, Dobric. We're going to be playing a game that I think is going to be uh, a bit scarier, maybe, uh, and maybe just a bit more fun, called The Not Deer Stew, which I'm very excited about playing that because I think it's going to be fun. But yeah. So anyway, so the stream is not ending. As I said at the start, I will be I'm going to tier list some of the games that I've played. Um I think this is going to be a lot of fun because I don't regularly get to talk about like games that I've played cuz I'm not a review channel. I don't review games even though I think that would be a cool thing to do. I just don't have the heart to do that, and I really don't have the time to like 100% games and stuff like that. A cool channel that you could check out though, that I personally like to listen to on occasion, is Mortismal Gaming. He literally 100% almost every game that he plays, and then he reviews it off based off of that 100%. So uh, basically getting everything that the game says that it has to offer, and then he expands and expounds on that. So I think that's pretty dope. Um, so hold on. Make sure this is all set up like it needs to be. Okay. So let's do this. Boom. Tier list. And yeah, like sorry, like there's ads on the website. Can't do anything about that, guys. Other than this. Because I'm a G. So I got like 21 games here, 22 games here. Try not to speak about games that I'm passionate about for too long, because there's some games on here that I would recommend to like anybody, uh, because they're that good. They're like that good. We're gonna close the painter here. Um, they're like that good. So I'm gonna do this for you guys so that you can better see the listings here. I'll even make it like this. I could put chat up here just so y'all get like a better. Yeah. How's that? Is that vibey? Is that vibey enough for you? So, a tier list. Bunch of games that I personally like love. Some of them I think are okay, and I'll tell you why. Obviously, I'm probably going to make people mad with this. If people watch this tier list, I'm probably going to make some people mad because like these are my preferences. Like playing video games is about preferences. It's about the experiences that you have with them. So I'm basing this more not just really on how high quality the game is, but my personal experience with the game. So I'm gonna put mostly story over everything because I love a good story. And so that's going to impact my rankings a lot. So let's just start with the first one. I kind of organized them in a particular way. As you can see, we got all the Arkham games. And then we have all the Tomb Raider games down here. We got a couple of the Call of Duties. Um, and then we have just some rando games that I personally liked and have played through. There's not a game on this list that I haven't played all the way through. So I wanted to make that a kind of like a boundary. Because there was a lot of games that I could have added that I've played some of or a lot of, but I haven't finished them. I did though, just one thing. I did add Minecraft, even though I've never beat the Ender Dragon, but I figured Minecraft is one of those games that you kind of beat in your own way, or you don't ever have to beat it because that's just kind of how the game is designed. It's not designed to be story focused. So I put that on there. So, and also DC Universe Online. Anyway, starting with Batman Arkham Asylum. I remember this game when I was a kid. This was obviously the first Arkham game that well, I guess it's not obviously. Some people start with Arkham Knight now. This was the first Arkham game that I ever played, And as a kid, it was terrifying. I still remember vividly the last sequence when you're fighting Killer Croc and being so scared to like move forward. It felt so tense, and at the time I had one of those old, like, dude, 60-inch TVs with the big backs on them. And so playing this in my room on the floor fighting Killer Croc was terrifying. This game is amazing. I haven't played it in many, many years. And so I remember the combat being pretty good. I think other Arkham games do it better, just because they improved on on the foundation that they laid with Arkham Asylum. I think narrative wise, the linear nature, of course, they're all kind of linear, but the linear nature of Arkham Asylum was really, really nice. How it literally led you through Asylum. Obviously, it's probably the smallest map size because it wasn't trying to be Arkham Knight with like the open city world, because you're literally just on the island of Arkham, Arkham Asylum. So, super good game. I just based on my experience with the game and good memories, I would put this at a solid A. I just think it's a really good game. Disagree with me or not, I think it's a really, really good game. Arkham City. Um, Anytime I talk about Arkham City, I feel like I have to talk about Arkham Origins because I felt like, and I can't remember which. One of them I felt like had better combat, and the other one I felt like had a better story. And I think it was Arkham City that I felt like had a better story, but Arkham Origins that I felt like had better combat. Um, Arkham City, though, I actually recently started playing a bit of it again. It still holds up. Like, it's really, really good. I would have to say, based off my experience of Arkham City, because they refined some of the clunkiness in Arkham Asylum in regard to the combat. And it had a pretty good story. It introduced a lot of characters. I would put it above Arkham Asylum personally. Fight me. I think it's really good, and I also think a lot of people would agree with me on that. It's just a good game. Uh, Arkham Origins, however, was a very hotly debated game. I thought Arkham Origins was good. Uh, Actually, when I played Arkham Origins, I don't think I realized that it was made by a different developer. I didn't realize that. And so my experience with Arkham Origins was just in the mindset of thinking, um, like, this is going to be like the other two that I played, which I think, yeah, because Arkham City came out before Origins, I'm pretty sure. Um, I had a really good time with Origins. Now, it's like the look of it is a little bit different. But I still think the combat was good. I still think the story was well written. Um, Probably not as well written as Arkham City, and so that's if I'm remembering correctly, I think I like the combat of Origins better. So mm, uh, I'm gonna give Origins X. I'm gonna give it a B just because I don't think it stacks up quite as well as Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. Um, but it is a really good game. Really, really good game. Okay, Arkham Knight. Man, where do I start with Arkham Knight? Okay, Arkham Knight, I was severely disappointed with the story of it. I just don't think it was as rich lore wise as Arkham City was, as Arkham Asylum was, and even maybe even as as rich as Arkham Origins was. But what it lacked in story, it certainly made up for combat, the world, graphically. Like Arkham Knight is beautiful. You just look at that game, there's still like comparison channels or whatever that compare graphics of Arkham Knight to 2025 games. You know what I mean? And they'll be comparing 2026 games or probably even 2027 games to Arkham Knight. Now, obviously, Gotham Knights is not on this list because I haven't played it. Haven't really had the desire to play it because Batman's dead. So, and I'm just not a bit as big as of a fan as the other characters as I am with Batman, and so I'm not really sure why they went that route. I honestly think they should have just made another Arkham Knight game. Just being honest with you, um, Arkham Knight, I would say I think it's better than Origins, but I don't think it's as good as City or Asylum. So I'm gonna put it in the B category. Okay. Okay. All right. This one's kind of, it might be obscure to you. It was obscure to me when I first found this game. Um, I had it in my Steam library for years. Never finished it. Maybe played like an hour of it, put it down, and it took me years to ever pick it up and get it back up. But when I picked it back up again and played it, I was like, "Oh man, this is a good game. Like, this is actually a really good game." And what makes the game so special, it's not the story, though I do think the story is good. I think it's well written. I think it's well managed. Um, and it's about 20 hours long. It's the physics. I've never played a game where, other than maybe, and I don't even remember if it completely had this, but other than maybe Crackdown 2, I've never played a game where every building is destructible. And I don't even remember if Crackdown 2 if that was the case. And that was like on Xbox 360, and I didn't get to play a lot of that game because my Xbox got the red ring of death. So that sucked. Red Faction Guerrilla, though, was honestly a very surprisingly good game. Surprisingly. Um, Now, I played the remastered edition. I tried playing the original one first without realizing that I had the remastered one. And funny enough, the remastered one runs better. Like it seemed to be better optimized. I played it on Steam Deck, so maybe that has something to do with it being on Linux or whatever. But the remastered edition ran better, even though it was graphically superior to the original version. Really good game. I don't think it stacks up against Arkham Knight or Arkham Origins personally, um, but uh, I do think it deserves a B, just because of how unique it is. I'll give it like a low B, but it's a unique game. Um, the only downsides that I saw in it was, though the story was good and it was fitting, I felt like it could have. I felt like it could have used a bit more interaction between characters because it was very limited, and there was a perfect setup for like a romance to take place, and they didn't do it. And I don't know why they didn't do it. I guess they just kind of left it up to your imagination, which I don't know why. Um, but that could have been really, really good, and it uh, could have made the story a lot more rich. So I'm gonna give it a B, lower B than Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight, but a B nonetheless. And if you're like me in school, a B is great. I don't care if it's really low. A C is great as long as it's really high. Okay. Tales Noir. Most of you have probably never played this game. I saw it on Steam and I was like, that is like one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. Um, which like pixel art, I feel like is so can be so underrated sometimes, especially with a game like this that I feel like should be much more well known than it is. At least in my experience, it's like most people that I know would probably have never heard this game. I found this game, played it, loved it. Um, it is such like this is one of my favorite games of all time. I'll just lay that out there. Uh, it's one of those games that, though the ending of it, and I'm not gonna spoil it, though the ending of it is very controversial, it's one of those games that just like makes you think about life. Makes you think about others, what they're going through, um, things like that. But it's the artwork, it's everything. My only gripe with the game is, and this is, I guess this is kind of a spoiler. So if you don't want to hear it, just plug your ears. They present the game as if the whole game is going to be a detective game, but it doesn't really turn out that way. And by the end of the game, you're wondering um, whether or not the case will ever be solved. I'll say it like that. There's it's such an open-ended ending. It came across to me as a little bit unsatisfactory in my gut because I felt like they could have just stuck with the theme of the first hour of the game and it would have turned out really good. Better than it already is. Despite that fact, that's not to say that the ending was bad. I just think it was very philosophical. And so I'm still going to put it in S tier. Still going to put it in S tier because I personally like it that much. The atmosphere of it is amazing. Um, and also it's a bit sci-fi, surprisingly. And I felt like the way that they had written it, they could have just kept it a detective story without putting all of that in it, and it would have been better. And there is actually a prequel, Tales Noir Preludes, that I have. I haven't played all the way through it yet, though. So maybe that will end up conquering this game. I'm not sure. Anyway, uh, okay. If you haven't played this, if there's one game that I could recommend to you on this entire list, it would be this game. Uh, just and when I say that, I mean in a broad sense that I feel like a wide variety of people would appreciate the game and the message of it. It's called Until Then. I've never sobbed so much playing a pixel video game, and not just a pixel video game, any video game in my entire life. Like there are other games on this list that I've either cried at or maybe teared up at, but this game, straight sobbing to the point where my eyes are so watery I can't even see the screen while I'm playing it. This game is so slow paced, but it feels incredibly immersive in a way where the slowness actually benefits it, which is so rare nowadays. It's such a fast paced world. And so I think this game, in my opinion, is one of the best games ever made. I think it's better than Tales Noir. I think it's definitely an S tier. Um, and the crazy thing about it, and again, this is kind of a spoiler, so just if you don't want to hear it, close your ears. I'm going to try to say it as vaguely as possible, though. Your first playthrough of the game shows that you've only played through a third of the game, and I'll leave it at that. It's it's just that good. Uh, okay. I got to start going through these quicker. Okay, Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is a really great game, pixel game. Um, Story is good. Music is beautiful. Got to give it a solid B. I would actually probably prefer Stardew over Red Faction, just because it's so relaxing. Like Red Faction is fun because you're always blowing stuff up. Stardew Valley implements so many systems that have already been used in the past in a way that's fresh and innovative. My only gripe with the game is that, not that it's repetitive, even though I feel like a lot of people would say that. My only gripe with the game is I feel like the companion system could have been deeper. Because I'm a huge, like, I really like companion systems. Those are just the kind of games that I play. Which actually I just remembered a game I could have put on this list, but I forgot to. That's okay. Uh, I think it could have benefited from a better and richer companion system. Oh, also the combat system. I did not like the combat system. I'm hoping that this guy's next game, Haunted Chocolatier, has better of both. BioShock Infinite. I liked this game. This is a game that I would say is a bit too repetitive in its combat. Like, the combat is good and it's fun and it's innovative, where you can, like, you know, at least for its time, where you can go on the rail system and, fight while in air and whatnot, which is really cool. I just felt like the combat was super repetitive, and I got to put it in a C. I think it's a high C. I never played through the other BioShock games. The parts that I have played through, though, I could already tell that the other BioShock games are much more atmospheric than BioShock Infinite was. Though I really liked the setting of BioShock Infinite, being a city in the sky, and um, again, I was I was blown away by the ending of it, but also disappointed because um, it's one of those endings where you don't walk away happy, and I and it's not that you need to, like, until then, uh, well, I don't want to say too much, but it's like I I want to at least walk away feeling satisfied with myself, having spent 20 hours playing the game. But with BioShock Infinite, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel satisfied uh, after I discovered the ending of it. I was just like, man, that's it. Jeez, I don't know. Anyway, Dishonored. Yo, what a banging game. This game, the story, the atmosphere, the combat, phenomenal. A little bit clunky. It's an old game, but it is so good. I would honestly, man, it was such an innovative game for its time, with the combat system and the stealth system, and uh kind of the different endings that you can get if you want to kill everyone or kill no one. Um, and I love the idea in games and in movies where someone is trying to get someone back. For example, like the movies Taken 1, 2, and 3. I really like that concept, that story structure. I I would I would say I liked it more than Arkham Asylum. Honestly, I think I liked it more than Arkham City, to be honest with you. Do I put this in S tier? I'm gonna put it in A tier, but I'm gonna put it in front of Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. And you know what? Look, my opinion on these might change later if I think of something that I could have said but didn't. But I think so far this is fair in regard to my personal experience with these games. Okay, I've got 13 minutes. Let's see if we can do these last games. Skyrim. If there is a game that I had been addicted to terribly as a kid, it was Skyrim. I put way too many hours in this game. I would come home from school. I would click play on Skyrim, and I would play it until bedtime, and I did this daily. It was bad. And you know what's crazy? Coming back to the game years later, because I recently started another playthrough of it, um, I'm finding things that I don't remember finding years ago when I played this as a kid. That's really special. And that's why people are still playing it today. The atmosphere, the music, the soundtrack is probably one of the best soundtracks in gaming history, in my opinion. This is definitely S tier. I have to put it in front of Tales Noir, but I can't quite put it in front of Until Then. I just can't. Until Then was so is so impactful. But Skyrim, great game, great game. Okay, this might be controversial in some circles. Baldur's Gate 2 is my favorite game of all time. Um, I'm going to make again another controversial statement. I'm really good at doing those. Baldur's Gate 2, with its main villain John Irenicus, I think is the most well written villain in the fantasy genre. I think his motivations, uh, uh, his dialogue. I think the game itself is beautifully crafted. It holds up, and I think it came out in 1999, which is when I was born. And the game is incredible. The companion system is remarkably deep for its time. I mean, it's like one of its first kind. And so, dude, just so good. And there's been a lot of people that try to mimic it. You know, Obsidian did Pillars of Eternity, which haven't finished it. I've started both the first one and the second one. Haven't finished either of them because they just didn't hook me as much as Baldur's Gate 2. Divinity or Original Sin 1, 1 and 2 started, never finished. 2 I got much further in, and I actually would like to finish 2. But Baldur's Gate 2, from the characters, the companions, the story, the villain, um, the different paths you can take in the game. It's just really good. And I think because I did Baldur's Gate 2, I should probably just go ahead and do Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 is an instant S tier. One of the best games I've ever played. Can I put it? I can definitely put it in front of Tales Noir. Can I put it in front of Sky? I'll definitely put it in front of Skyrim. Can't put it in front of Until Then. Baldur's Gate 3 is a wonderful game. Baldur's Gate 3 improves upon everything that was in Baldur's Gate 2 except for the story. This is my hot take. Baldur's Gate 3 improves on everything in Baldur's Gate 2 except for the story. The story in Baldur's Gate 3 is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's nearly as good or as deep as Baldur's Gate 2. I think they could have done without like the trinity of villains that they had in Baldur's Gate 3. And just kind of stuck with one, even though there was like the main one, the Elder Brain or whatever. I felt like they could have just stuck with that, like just one, and I think the story would have, I think they would have had a lot more space to work out a better, more rich story than it already is. So that's my hot take. It's my preference. All right. Only got a few more here, guys. Tomb Raider games. Listen, if you haven't played the Tomb Raider games, you just gotta play the Tomb Raider games. In the second one, Lara Croft basically proves that Jesus Christ existed or whatever. I don't know. And there's such good games. Now the hard part is going to be, I think these are all A tier. Ranking them, I just recently finished Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Honestly, and this is just from memory because I haven't played the first two in a long, long time, and I just recently finished the third one. I really liked the third one. I think it's the least best. I think I actually like the second one the most. If my memory serves me the best, just being in the snow, all that. And I would also put, I enjoy the Tomb Raider games. Probably more than Dishonored and the Batman games. I just prefer Tomb Raider over Arkham. Notice I haven't put anything in D yet. That's coming. uh so just phenomenal games, guys. Phenomenal games. I'm so excited for the new for the one that's coming out this year and for the one that's coming out next year. So excited, and I am ready. I'm ready, yo. All right, Gary's mod, instant S tier. Um, I played this game again, sort of like Skyrim. Played it religiously, but with friends, especially when I started YouTube back in like 2015. Um, and I know I got a lot of S tier games, but remember these are games that I've personally finished that I personally really liked. So all of these there's no game on this list that I don't like. There's just games that I like a lot more than others. And so that's why there's more S tier, A tier, um so on so forth, okay? Uh Such a good game. And if you haven't checked out my Gary's Mod videos, you'll see me just having a ton of fun on Gary's Mod with my friends, prop hunt, hide and seek, and I got a lot more Gary's Mod content coming your way. And so, if you're interested in that, you can subscribe and do all of that. Just trying to bring back that golden era of Gmod content is really important to me because it had such an impact on how it shaped me in being a content creator. And so, yeah, love Gary's mod. All right, DC Universe Online. I'm putting it in the D category. This it is really hard for me as a gamer to get into MMOs. For some reason, it just clicked with DC Universe Online. Now I'm putting it in D. That doesn't mean I don't like it. I just think it has a lot of flaws, and I think it has a lot of old systems that really need to be updated. I think it would do good if there was a DC Universe Online too. Uh, I think it has a lot of potential if they did that. The game itself, the stories are like, honestly, I don't even really pay attention to them because I feel like they're that worthless. I'm sorry. Uh, and maybe that's just for me not being a huge comic book fan. Uh, I liked it. I thought it was one of the better combat systems in other MMOs that I've played, and I have tried a lot of them. Tried a lot of MMOs because I like the idea of MMOs. Like if World of Warcraft was free to play, I would probably be playing that a lot because I think World of Warcraft has uh, almost perfected what a good MMO should be, at least in my experience of what I've played. DC Universe Online gives you a really good option of a truly free to play experience where you don't necessarily have to purchase things. Uh, it does take a lot of work though if you're looking to really level your guy up, and there are things behind paywalls. I mean that's just the truth. If you want a specific type of superpower, then you might have to buy a DLC or whatever. That's how they make their money. Um, but it is again, it's one of the better MMOs I've played. Um, but compared to all the other games on the list, I just don't feel like it really stacks up at all. So got to put it in D. Uh, which I guess I could have added like a F, but we'll just keep that D. Okay. Daisy, man, um, dude. And yeah, I feel like people are gonna get mad at me for this. Again, these are all games that I like. I loved Daisy when it first came out. Um, now this was when this was after Arma 2, the Arma 2 Daisy mod or whatever was like super popular, and I would see these YouTubers play this Arma 2 mod, and I tried so many times to install it myself, but it never worked for some reason. And then this banger comes out. It's a solo game, Daisy. You can buy it, play it, whatnot. I have this story where me and my friend are we stayed up all night playing Daisy. We got to the end of it. We were at the military base. We had all the gear that you could ever dream of, and we ended up just killing each other. I guess because we were so tired, and we went outside. I was at his house at the time. We were doing like a LAN party, and I went outside, and he climbs into a tree and I start chucking pine cones at him, saying that I'm the pine cone king or whatever. I don't know. It was a weird morning, but we were so exhausted, and his mom came in the room and she was shocked that we'd stayed up all night. Whatever. Uh, a lot of great memories, but the game is so clunky. I don't know if they've improved it with like the um, new add-ons that they've done. Like they have the new Daisy with the bear and the vehicles and all that. Like I don't know how much it's been improved, but the game itself was so clunky back then. And I like it was a fun kind of clunky, but it was so clunky to the point where there was moments where you would like glitch through something, and or you would aim your gun in a particular way and shoot, and like the aiming was terrible, and the gunfire for some reason felt really slow, even though you were shooting fully automatic weapons. Um, Got to put it in D just for those things. All right, Bully. I played through Bully when I was a kid. Again, I feel like this is gonna be so controversial because this is such a beloved Rockstar game. I thought it was okay. I thought the story was funny, which I like that. Got to give it props for that. I definitely like it more than BioShock Infinite. Oh, and I have to say, I probably, mm, yeah, I probably like Daisy more than DC Universe Online, if it will let me. Yeah. Um, Bully. Okay, it's it's a decent story. It's funny. It's very irreverent. Some of the mechanics are really weird, like hiding in the girls' dormitory or whatever. Like I found that very odd. Of course, it's a Rockstar game, so it's like, and you're like a delinquent child who has parental issues. Um, like for its time, it was a really good game, and it was one of those games where it was so much tuned down from the normal Rockstar Grand Theft Auto, stuff, and so I really appreciated it for that. But again, really clunky systems. Like, do y'all remember aiming the uh gosh, what are they called, the slingshot? Gosh, that felt like, I remember that being awful, or like doing the bike races, which is awful. I don't know why at the time, I just thought it was not good. um but yeah, I'll high C. Okay, high C, bite me. Borderlands 2. This is probably the most beloved of all the Borderlands games currently. um I purchased all the DLC for this game when I had it on console. Played with my friends like every day when Borderlands 2 was big. Had never played through the first one. Um, I started the third one, uh, and just it's not clicking as much as Borderlands 2 did. Just the humor of it. Um, but it's a good game. I would put it in front of BioShock Infinite. Maybe not in front of Bully. Um, it's a good game. Good gunplay, all that. Just not a huge fan of looter shooters. But this one, for some reason, clicked. And I think it was the humor. I think it was the colors. It was the graphical, the new graphical style of it, really following after Borderlands 1, and the fun time I had with friends in it. And you're going to see that a lot. I'm going to talk about that when we get to the two Call of Duty games next. Really, my experience with these has to do a lot with the fun that I had with friends. Um, so I'm gonna put it in a C. I think it's better than BioShock Infinite in regard to my experience of it. Um, and it's probably the best Borderland game. Just now, I haven't played the new one for, it's already getting bad reviews. Um, but it's probably the best Borderlands game in my opinion. Just the humor of it, the gun combat, all that. It's good. Uh, the Call of Duty games. Um, Modern Warfare 3 is probably the most fun that I've had in a Call of Duty game with friends. Uh, I I don't play the story when I play Call of Duty games, so I'm not even talking about story here. I'm just talking about my experience with playing the game online, which honestly, if you buy Call of Duty, most people are buying it for the online aspect of it. I would put Modern Warfare 3 probably, man, this is hard. Probably in the low B, and then I would put Black Ops 2 probably right behind it. I just like Modern Warfare 3. It had the infected game mode, which I thought was dope. Which I don't think Black Ops 2 had. Black Ops 2 had the zombies. But Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 had the infected game mode, which I find more fun than zombies. And again, I know this is like super. I feel like this is so controversial. Uh, I just Modern Warfare 3 had so much fun with friends. Black Ops 2 is great. It was one of the first games that I ever pre-ordered because I had so much fun with Black Ops 1. Which I didn't put that on the list either, mostly because of time. Like I could put a lot of CODs on there. If I put Call of Duty Black Ops 7 on there, I would have had to create a Z list because it's so bad. And I haven't even played it. So yeah, we'll just keep those there. Sayonara. All right, Minecraft. Yo. We got 3 more games, guys. Minecraft. Like, Minecraft is like legendary. It's legendary. Again, I've never beat the Ender Dragon or anything like that. And honestly, I haven't played it. Like, I've probably put 100 hours into Minecraft, maybe with friends, you know? And that's just me guessing, right? One of the coolest games ever made for sure. I think it would be silly for me not to put it in S tier just because it's the first that it does what it does. And with the new Hightail out, which Hightail actually looks really good, even though people are already stinking on it. Like it does things that I mean no other game can really do, right? Truly, it's endless. This is procedural generation the way it's supposed to be, not like Starfield. Which, by the way, quick hot take at Starfield before we end here with the last 2 games. I know everybody hates on Starfield. I personally haven't played it yet, so I can't speak to the story and all that. But Starfield, I think, is one of them, that has started with the concept of not an open world game, but open worlds. And I think a company will probably come along one day and take what Starfield failed to do, what Bethesda failed to do in its open worlds concept, and they will actually succeed at it because they're not going to do procedural generation mess, but they're actually going to handcraft like 5 different worlds, probably all the size of Skyrim, that you can go to in one game. I think that will happen one day. We just have to be patient. All right, Life is Strange, another really impactful game. Haven't played. I started Life is Strange 2, never finished it. Life is Strange, the first one in particular, is a wonderful masterpiece of a game. And yes, I use the word masterpiece. I'm not going to put it in the S category, but it is a phenomenal game. And I would say that I would have to put it, man, it's hard to say. I'm going to put it in, jeez. I'm going to put it in the high B tier. The story of it, the choices that you get to make, like the fact that in this game, again, if you haven't played it, spoiler warnings, if you don't choose the right words, someone kills themselves. That to me, it's like not a lot of games attempt something like that. And Life is Strange pulled it off. All right, last game. And I know this is a weird list. Like this is a bunch of really weird different games. Last game though, which is why I say like don't take this list seriously. Like this is just me off the dome right in this moment thinking about, does my preference say that I like this game more than this game? Okay. Mass Effect. I played the first one, the Legendary Edition, which includes all 3, but I played the very first one. I started the second one. Haven't finished it. Um, really good game. The choice system, everything, phenomenal. Um, combat clunky. Like when I started the second game, I could already tell like the combat in the second one is worlds beyond the first one. Combat's super clunky, but it's the story and the characters, which is really like and it's also the sci-fi world. The sci-fi world is really neat. The sci-fi world in Mass Effect is really flipping good. And it's getting really hard to choose where these should go. Man. Um yeah, not D. This is not going D. I like Mass Effect better than all three of these. I like it better than Stardew. Better Arkham Origins, Arkham Knight. Ugh. Man. I'm gonna put it in the A category, probably above Asylum. Phenomenal story, phenomenal companion system. I think. Um, my only gripe would be the gun combat and maybe some of the mapping systems. Like there were several times in the game where I just literally didn't know where the heck to go. And I hate that in games because it really ruined like it takes you out of it. It just makes you uh like the indie game that I just played. Like there's just these few moments where you're like, I don't know where to go. But it's not I don't know where to go in the sense of like Skyrim where this is this open world where wherever you go is where you can go. And you'll find something interesting that you can do and it'll actually benefit you, not only your character stats but also benefit you in regard to your playthrough of the story. It's not like that. It's just like this is where this is the objective that I have on my list and I can't find where the heck to go, you know? So, anyway, guys, I could talk about this all day. This is my current tier list of many of the games that I have played through. Um, show me down in the comments whether you agree, disagree, games that you feel like I should have added to the list. I would like to. I feel like this would be fun if I play another uh, short indie game like the one that I just played. That's only like 20 minutes long. I might do a tier list of games that I haven't played yet, just on what I've seen of them. I think that would be a lot of fun. Because I would just get to crap on games that I haven't played yet, and I feel like that would be fun, just based on game news, because I do watch quite a bit of game news. Um, I think that would be fun. So you can leave me down, let me know in the comments below if you think that would be fun. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the stream. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next Thursday.